What's going on YouTube? Cole Rebels here, back with another Series 9 team video, and we're bringing you Charizard. Yes, Pokemon Company's favorite, almost legendary mascot, other than Pikachu, right? But, yeah, we're gonna use Charizard today, and, normally you'll see Zard on a Sun team, but today, if you notice, the mons that we have, underneath my camera, we're gonna play Charizard a little bit differently, and a different type of archetype. So we're gonna play it as more of like an hyper offense team. And I typically don't play HO teams, as I've said before in the Cinderace video. But now that Series 9 is coming to a close almost, you might as well just give it a try and just get some experience with it. So we're running Zard in a typical set here with the Life Orb item, as you'll see over here. Heat Wave, Air Slash, Scorching Sands, Protect. So max Airstream, Max Quake, and of course G-Max Wildfire. Very, very standard Charizard set. And to go with it, we have Whimsicott with a little bit of a unique set. Mainly its fourth move, so you can understand the Tailwind, Dazzling Gleam, Sunny Day, and Trick Room. We are running Focus Sash, but our last item is... our last move is Trick Room, right? So, the reason why we have Trick Room here is because, there really isn't a way to deny the Trick Room on this particular squad. Yes, you can have Taunt, but there's ways around Taunt, especially with Redirection. So I'd much rather have the Trick Room just so that you can surprise the opponent, right? So we have that. Alright, and of course the Sunny Day can boost up Charizard's damage. We've all known that, we've seen that on plenty of teams. Alright, after that we have Tapu LeLe, and we are Choice Specs, so Tapu LeLe is going to hit really, really hard. If we have Tailwind, we'll just spam Dazzling Gleam. We've got Psychic, we've got Shadow Ball for, like, a Spectre or Dragapult matchup. Well, I don't know why I wouldn't click a fair move into Dragapult, but you get the idea. And then Moonblast for a single target. So very good against Urshifu. Good again denying the fake out, especially for Whimsicott. So this way we can safely get Tailwind up and deal some heavy damage in the beginning. So this way, like, Charizard can come in the end game and finish the job. Alright, and then coming up in the back, we have the Dark Urshifu. Normally we would be using, like Water Urshifu, especially in Series 9. But I decided to go with the Dark Urshifu this time, simply because we haven't really used it. And it still goes very, very well on HO teams. So typical set here, and we're not running Sash because the Sash is on the Whimsicott. So instead of going Band, I do like the Black Glasses. I think just having the ability just to, like, click a fighting move or sucker punch is still very much valuable. I don't want to really lock myself into Choice Band, although it's still very, very a good item to have. But I chose Black Glasses instead. Alright, coming up in the tail end, so we have the Landorus. So Landorus is our secondary Dynamax option. Again, we have Swords Dance, Fly, Earthquake, Rock Slide, typical set here, and we are Lum Berry. So in case we go into an opposing Sun team with, like Venusaur and Torkoals and whatnot, or even like Among Us, we have that Lum Berry, and also like Will-O-Wisp shenanigans in case teams want to try something. So yeah, again, typical combos. You can go like even Landorus next to Charizard is good because you can Earthquake next to Charizard because Charizard's a flying type. You can go Aleki Lando, which is also very, very nice. That's also a typical classic combo of Series 9. Aleki Urshifu is very, very strong. Whimsicott Zard is always a good lead. Whimsicott LeLe is good. And then you have the big sweepers in the back come into play. So lots of combos you can do with this team. It's very, again, it's all about like speed control and hitting really, really hard. Alright, so enough of me blabbering. Let's just jump right into the ranked ladder games. Okay. That looks like he wants to play Series 10, but he doesn't have a restricted on it, because I see the Landorus-I and a Fairy Weezing. Okay. He does have the Metagross. He has his own Charizard, which is quite interesting. Lando kind of runs through his squad, almost, I would say. If I have Whimsicott LeLe, he can't deny my Tailwind. And I know he's got his own Zard. Alright, there's our Lando. Actually, Now I have to bring Zard because I need some heavy hitters into the Metagross there. Okay, Aleki, I mean, I guess it's okay into the opposing Zard. And amongst other things, I know he has a Lando, so not ideal. But we're gonna bring it anyway. At least we'll get some speed control. We'll just have to use our other tools to take out that Landorus-I. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I mean, either way, we have Tailwind and we have an Aleki, so the Zard, the opposing Zard should just go down. But let's see what he leads with, if he leads with his own Zard. Alright, so he goes Rillaboom and that thing. Now, let's see who gets the terrain. Alright, is it going to be him or me? Alright, and it looks like it's going to be me, so that's always good. It's a fast Rillaboom. Then again, I'm not max speed LeLe, so yeah. Okay, so no fake out here, and that's a water Urshifu. So what I'm going to assume is that he switches that out into a Metagross. So knowing that, I'm still going to Tailwind, just so that I can get Chip. And I think my best play, no matter what, is to Gleam. Because even if he switches, I get Chip and I break the Sash. So no switch comes out. That's very interesting. Alright, so we're still going to Gleam. This is going to do a lot. Respects. Oh my god. That's alright, we get a crit onto the Focus Sashmon. So now we'll see what happens. He goes for Poison Jab. He's not not banded, and he still has Poison Jab. Okay, and there's the knockoff. Okay, he knocks out my specs. Okay, that's fine. Because I think I just go for a Gleam, and then I go for another Gleam, and I should be fine. Let's see if he switches. Okay. He has no Grassy Glide, and I have Tailwind. So he's thinking about it. He could switch into his Metagross. That would be a good play. Okay, is this Metagross? And the answer is... it's Charizard! Ooh! I mean, Charizard's gonna take some damage here. Alright. I don't know if this is gonna kill the Rillaboom. Oh, it just lives! Alright, so now he goes for his Grassy Glide. He goes into my LeLe. Okay. Alright. So now, what we can also do is... I don't know if I want to max yet. I think I still can. So I'll go into my own Zard. Again, I have the speed control. Okay. So honestly, I can Sunny Day, and I can go for an Airstream and knock out this Zard. I can do that. And I think I will. I think he switches to Rilla again. So let's see what happens. Because I know he's thinking about it now. Alright, so the knockoff saved him. Alright, he switches out the Rilla, I figured. That could be Metagross. Oh, it's the Landorus-I. Alright, so that thing needs to die next. Because I have a Regieleki in the back. And let's see if that opposing Zard maxes. Okay. Alright. He does max. Okay. Does he guard though? Alright, if he doesn't guard, he's dead. Because I airstreamed this slot. Alright. Alright. No guard comes out, so here's my Sunny Day. Now let's see if a Life Orb Airstream kills Zard from this range. Alright, the answer is... The answer is yes! Okay. Alright, so I guess he tried to make a read that I would go into that slot, but it didn't work out. And now Zard has complete speed control with his Dynamax gone, and we still got 2 more turns of our max. Okay, so Specs LeLe did what it had to do. Alright, and I also know that he didn't bring the Metagross, because he has an Urshifu and the Rillaboom in the back. The boy's in the back. That's not going to help him, because all I have to do is just get Wildfire Chip and the game is done. Yeah, that's not going to help him, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so now all we do is, I guess we just degleam. He could Grassy Glide, it doesn't matter. We Wildfire this slot every single time, because the chip damage will take out the Rillaboom. Battle was cancelled. Charizard and LeLe dominate. There is a regular Moltres and a Piloswine with a Violite on my screen, along with Raichu Gyarados. Okay. I respect the team. I respect it. So, Regieleki is not coming. Alright, with the Piloswine and the Raichu, yeah, it's gonna be hard to run. The Moltres is fine, because we have a Lando. Lando's good against the Moltres, the T-Tar, and the Weezing. He can turn off my Intimidate. And the Lando is really good against the Raichu, and also strong with the Gyarados. So, yeah, Zard is tough here. But we have him in the back at least. I think Lando's the endgame here. Alright, but first we're gonna get the speed. We're gonna go Whims. And even LeLe is good here. In the back we have to bring the Lando. And what else do I want? I guess the Ursh? The Ursh is not bad. Right? Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna leave Zard on the bench this game. Let's see how this goes. Okay. I'm not sure what to expect there. The Moltres is like budget Charizard to an extent, right? It's got a fire move, it's got a flying move, it could get Protect, and then it has like some other coverage move. Alright, so let's see. Weezing Gyarados. It's very interesting. Okay, well, Whimsicott is faster than all of these things. Okay. So the Weezing is relatively strong against most of these because of the poison weakness. The Gyarados, I don't care so much. I could Psychic the Weezing. Stab. Alright. Does he have a switch into this? Let me check. He does have a Tyranitar. So I guess there's that. So, but would he really switch that into a Fairy type? I don't know. So I think the safer play is just to get Chip. Yeah, let's just do this. Because if he switches, which he doesn't, so I could have just Psychic that slot. I would have been in a decent spot, but at least I get my Tailwind. So there's the Gyarados. Now, what he could also do is switch out the Weezing, get the Intimidate back when I get my Lando in, so that could be something. But he committed his max early, so alright, so he does Protect. So I'm glad I didn't single target. Alright, so there's my Tailwind. And we'll still get some Degleam chip off. This is still Specs. It's still going to do some good chip on Gyarados. Alright. Yeah, that's solid chip. I don't mind that. And there's a Hailstorm. Okay. So that'll break my Sash and just kill me. So well done by the Gyarados. Okay. Here's my Sash. Okay, so that's bad news because I have a Lando in the back. and I can't really max that thing. But I still can technically, because I have a LeLe. So we have an Urshifu. Urshifu is going to do a lot. Have to be perfectly honest here. It's going to do quite a bit. But he did just show me Hailstorm. So let me think about this. Does a Rockfall kill from this range? I think it does. I want to say it does. Because now we intimidate him, right? Well, not yet, because there's a Weezing. Okay. So what I can do is I can still go for the Rockfall here. And I'm still going to go for the D-Gleam. I am Specs. So I think with this damage, along with Rockfall, the Gyarados should just die. And he could max guard, but what does that do? If the Weezing goes for Will-O-Wisp, I have a Lum Berry. So that won't save him. Alright, so here comes our max. Alright, here we go. There's the Lando. Enjoying Dynamax while I still can, right? Because Series 9 is wrapping up in a couple of weeks. About 3 weeks. Alright, so there's no max guard. So the Lando is just going to go for the Rockfall here. I don't think this kills, but I think after the D-Gleam, it should. Yeah, I think the D-Gleam should be able to take out the Gyarados here. Alright, LeLe, please. It's a little close, but I think it's enough. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Alright, so there goes his max. And we still have 2 turns of ours, which is great. Alright, and there's the Will-O-Wisp. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but we have a Lum Berry. Alright, so that's great news for me. Alright, and if it's a Tyranitar in the back, well, you know, we have lots of things for that. We have a LeLe, so let's see what he has. It's a Raichu. Oh, I don't know about bringing that in. You can't nuzzle my Lando either. And he has an air balloon. Alright, so that's interesting to note. Now, the Weezing could protect. I humbly expect it, but I have to respect it. And he could have a Moltres in the back. So what I'm going to try and do... Well, I don't think he does. I think I'm still going to Quake here. And I'm still going to D-Gleam regardless. I expect the Weezing to protect. And he goes for the Fake Out. Okay, that's nice. Alright, so I'm going to break a Shuka Berry. You might still die, because this is super effective. Stab. Max. Let's see. Yeah, the Weezing just dies anyway. So, okay. Alright, and now we get a Spadef boost. Alright, so things are looking great. Because we have an Urshifu in the back. Alright, and there's our Intimidate. And we're gonna get our Psychic Terrain, which is nice. Okay, could have used that last turn, but it's okay. And if this Raichu had any Sash, now it has none. Alright, and I still think we have 1 turn of Tailwind, if I'm not mistaken. Which is great news for me. It is the Tyranitar, so this is actually very, very nice. Because we have an Urshifu in the back. So I can basically just ignore it. And I know that Raichu has an air balloon, so I have to airstream here. And the LeLe will just go for a Dazzling Gleam. Okay, if I proc the Policy, it doesn't matter. Because I have an Urshifu in the back. Alright, so that's great damage. I'm gonna hope that this D-Gleam kills, and it should. Alright, LeLe, show them what we got. There's the air balloon, it's gone, and here comes the D-Gleam. As long as we kill the Raichu, which we do, we're great. Alright. And there's a Policy, but that's not gonna matter because we have an Urshifu in the back. Okay. And there's the Rock Slide, and that's not even gonna kill. Alright, I mean it kills the LeLe, but that doesn't matter. LeLe put in mad work this game. Okay. And again, Lando just ran through once that Gyarados was gone. Okay, but here's Urshifu. Now he clicks the forfeit button. Because, yeah, he can't do anything anymore. Okay. So now we just click the Rock Slide button. Alright, and we click Close Combat. He should forfeit, but yeah. Battle was cancelled. Alright, LeLe ran right through. Holy smokes. I keep forgetting. Does that thing get Lightning Rod? Togedemaru? I never remember that thing. I think it does. Let me just check real quick. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, so that's his Regieleki counter, because he has like a billion things that speak to it. Okay. I still think it's okay, because Charizard also runs through. I mean, he's got PZ, he's got Grimmsnarl, so I don't see why I don't just do Whimsicott LeLe. Zard in the back. And then how do I want to do this? Lando looks pretty good, especially with the Intimidate spam. Yeah, I think I'll do it like this. Alright, my opponent's team is a little weird. Okay, but this is still the first few days of the last month of Series 9. By the time this recording goes up, it'll be a few days later. I like to do my recordings a little bit ahead of time. But yeah. What do we got? We got Togedemaru PZ. Okay, so he thought I would lead a Lecky, potentially. This is okay for me. Alright, now, what's bad is if he nuzzles. He can't fake out, so this is a free Tailwind. And I want to get off as much damage as possible. So I kind of do want to break his Sash. And then at the same time deal good damage to PZ. So I think I'll just do this. So if he demaxes, which he does, he'll delete my my Tapu LeLe, but in exchange, I'll deal good damage, and I'll be in a okay spot against the PZ, right? Because I do have a Tailwind, so I will have some speed control. Alright, here we go. So there's the Tailwind. Alright, we're faster. We'll get D-Gleam Chip. Oh, that's very good chip on the PZ. Oh my lord. Alright, and what do we go for? He goes for the Nuzzle. Okay, I mean, best move in the game, might as well. There it is. And is this a Max Strike? It's a Hailstorm. Alright, so goodbye, Whimsicott. Which is not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing. Alright, but I can't max the Lando knowing that he has that. So he does get Life Orb chip. Okay. Now, the thing is, he has that Togedemaru. That's the problem. So he could nuzzle my Zard, and then all things are not great. So this is an interesting spot here. I could bait the Hailstorm into Zard. No, I think I'm just gonna go Zard. I mean, if I have to take the Nuzzle, I have to take the Nuzzle. Okay. PZ's gonna do a lot of damage. He has Life Orb. I have to take that. He could also, like, max guard and then just nuzzle my Charizard, right? Do I even need to max, though, is the question. Because I have a Lando. What does he have that could stop Lando? Not too much. Alright, but either way, I have to do this. If he guards, he guards. And then I'm stuck with the D-Gleam. So here it is. Okay. Withdraws it, so no Nuzzle. No Nuzzle. Why? Okay. I mean, did you guard the PZ? You have to guard the PZ. If you don't, you just lose the game. There's no way you don't guard the PZ. I don't know why he switched that. He could have guarded and then nuzzled my Zard. But then again, I don't think he can because we have the Tailwind. So I do have to remember that. But I'm going for the PZ, so he technically can. So maybe he tried to make a read. Yeah, he didn't even protect. So this is done. Alright, yeah, the PZ doesn't live. I don't need Sunny Day. Zard still does a lot with a Life Orb and a stab move. Alright, so now this is a single target D-Gleam if we don't get Parahacks. Alright, come on, LeLe. Yeah, and we get it off, so that's nice. Oh, that's so much damage. Alright, that's a Citrus. I was gonna say the Wildfire might just finish that off. Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, am I wrong for making that prediction? Like, if I'm going into the PZ, he can just nuzzle me, and then I'm screwed, right? I mean, maybe he doesn't have max guard, but if he did, that was his best play. Then I would have been screwed. But then what could I do? Like, if I go into the Togedemaru, then he just deletes my Zard. Alright, I guess the other thing was just not max the Zard, hope Heat Wave kills, and then more chip on the PZ and then max the Lando. I mean, I guess that could have been the play. But now, we're in a pretty good spot here. I don't know what the Grimmsnarl is supposed to do here. So I'm just going to take out the Gyarados with an Airstream and then just D-Gleam again. So yeah. Ah, we're doing this. Okay. So he gave me the Lagging Tail, and the Grimmsnarl has the Life Orb now. Okay. Fair. Alright, we still delete the Gyarados, and now, if we don't get Parahacks, this is single target D-Gleam, which should kill. Alright. Come on, LeLe. Be a boss. Be a boss? No boss. Okay. Fair. Alright. So there's more chip. Alright, now he has the Togedemaru left. Okay, and that's fine because we have a Lando. Alright. I could withdraw the LeLe now and be in a good spot. It might Spirit Break my LeLe, and I don't want to take that much damage. But I think it's fine anyway. Okay. Yeah, the Togedemaru can't touch the Lando, so I'm just going to take out the Grimmsnarl here. So I'm fine with this. And there's no fake out. I mean, I know he goes before me. I mean, I guess that'll help him a little bit. Alright. So we do get the D-Gleam off, which is amazing, because that just seals up the game, because Specs LeLe is broken. Alright, so again, I mean, where was that 2 turns ago? Right? Where was that 2 turns ago? Okay. That could have helped him. That could have very much helped him. Alright. But now it doesn't help him at all. Because now he just dies to Hail and Wildfire Chip. So, yeah, again, let me know what you think of that play. Where if he could have just guarded the PZ and then nuzzled my Zard. Alright, that's what I thought he should have done. And then perhaps my play was just to not max the Zard and max the Lando in the end. Nuz 2.0. I wonder what happened with the original version. Okay, he's got three steel types. So if you think we're not bringing Charizard, you got another thing coming. He has a Cinderace and an Excadrill. Looks like Lando could take care of that if we need to. So the Ferrothorn in the back is the annoying thing, right? But I think in the early going, I feel like Zard just runs through, but I want to keep it in the back just for like the Ferrothorn endgame, right? So I think what I'll do is I'll go like I'm just trying to figure out like what do I want to start with, because like he's got a bunch of steel types and Lele doesn't look good. Alright, so let's go Whimsicott. Let's go Urshifu. We're bringing Charizard, yes, and then let's go Lando. And I think this is okay. Alright. We'll see how it goes. Again, I don't want to like Dynamax super early because if he brings Ferrothorn in the back, I need something to hit it with. So I don't want to lose my Charizard so early. But he has like so many steel types, so I have to be careful. So he's got the Flygon and the Excadrill. If you guys know Phil from That's a Plus One, he has very passionate feelings about Flygon. Alright, so I'm looking at his squad. I don't see any sand here. I could lose my Whimsicott early on, so what I'm gonna do is still I'm gonna Tailwind, and I still would like to get a Wicked Blow, I guess, onto the Flygon, but the Flygon's not really hurting me. I'd rather just close combat the Excadrill. And let's see what happens here. So we'll get the Tailwind off. Alright, which is nice. And now we'll get the close combat off. Are you Sash? It's not? Alright, then that's just... that's one steel type out of the way. Alright, now what does the Flygon go for? He just... Oh, man. So that's how he wanted to start the sand. He literally just used Sandstorm. You might as well, right? At this point in Series 9, you might as well try something like this. Okay. Fine. I respect it. Alright, there's a Corviknight. Oh, that's Charizard food. Okay, so... Alright, so let's just go and Tailwind here. Actually, so he could kill something, right? Let me just take away his sand, and then I'll just go with a Wicked Blow here. I could even Degleam. Actually, yeah, I'm a Degleam, and then we'll just Wicked Blow this slot. If he kills the Urshifu, so be it. So if he maxes the Corviknight, I also don't care about it. He doesn't max. Okay, I respect it. That's a lot of damage on the Flygon. And here comes a Wicked Blow. Okay, Dark Urshifu putting in a lot of work early on. Alright, now let's see what the Corviknight goes for. It's going to be a Reflect, a Screen Set. Okay, well that's not going to help against Charizard or Urshifu. So this is going well. Do you have the Ferrothorn in the back? Do you have the Ferrothorn in the back? That is the last question I have. It is! Okay, well done. Alright, so this is good news, because now I can just Sunny Day, prepare for the endgame, and then I can just close combat this thing, and all is well. Alright. So now let's see what he wants to do. Alright, so we'll take away his sand. We'll give us the sun. And we'll close combat that thing. We'll take some recoil. Alright. We got some chip. That's all I care about. Alright. And there's the Iron Barbs. And he goes for the Steel Wing. Alright, that doesn't even kill my Whimsicott. Alright, and there's the Body Press. Does this kill? It does. Alright. We already know what's coming in now. Alright, this is a very easy choice. I don't have too many things to worry about here. Alright, here comes the Zard. I could also flex on him and just not max, but I don't think that's necessary. How many turns of Tailwind? That doesn't matter. So what I also want to do is switch out, get in my Lando. And then let's just wildfire things. Let's take this out. Because the Ferrothorn's not going to do anything. Okay. Alright, so Whimsicott and Urshifu put in a lot of work early on. And now the Zard, and if the Lando even gets a chance, can finish the job. Alright, so here we go. Alright, enjoying what little Dynamax time that we have left in Series 9. Because next month, in a couple of weeks, this will all be for naught. Everything will be forgotten. I don't think my opponent is going to max because he knows that the end is near. He doesn't. Yep. Wise choice. Alright, there it is. Alright, there's the Wildfire. And I don't know what the Ferrothorn wants to do, but yeah. Oh, okay, he just goes for an Iron Head. So a little bit of an offensive set. Sure. Alright, and now the Wildfire will just take its tick out. Alright, we have no more Tailwind, doesn't matter, we're faster anyway. We'll just Earthquake here. And then we'll just Airstream, doesn't matter what we click. Should just cancel right now. Battle is cancelled! Alrighty. And there it is, guys. That's our Charizard HO squad. And you know what? I have to say, it's nice playing Charizard a little bit differently than a typical Sun team of like, you know, like Sableeye or Torkoal. And then like Venusaur, Porygon-Z, and then like Grimmsnarl, Glacier, or you know, just like a typical Sun Trick Room team, Sun Room. But like playing it like this, you know, just feels a little bit, you know, different, a little bit of a refresher, especially at this point in Series 9, the final month, so to say. So yeah, it was we had some wild games, honestly. I mean, you can't blame it, right? We're the time that this recording goes live, it's going to be like, I think almost a week after the format starts, but we're filming ahead of time. We were pretty much going through like the Great Ball tier because the format reset. Alright, but hey, it's still going to perform well against higher opponents. I mean, you still got a lot of speed control with the Whimsicott and the Regieleki. Tapu LeLe with Choice Specs did a lot of damage early on. And even Urshifu and Lando is good to come in from the back and finish the job. And then, of course, we all know what Charizard does when it's Dynamax. So, you know, enjoy it while you can because Dynamax isn't going to be available for much longer. Alright, so might as well take full advantage of Charizard now while you still can. Alright, we've still got a few more teams left to showcase until Series 9 is finished. Yes, I am paying very close attention to Series 10. I've already got a few teams planned for it. But I can't disclose anything for a little bit longer, right? So I'm still waiting until I can fully show off like Series 10 content. So just stay tuned for that. Alright, and until next time, peace out.